Everybody, I'm here at the Bureau of Ocean Energy Management at 1201 Elmwood Park Boulevard, and we're going to make sure that there's no new oil leases in the Gulf. Oh, there's Renata.
We thought that the law didn't work there. When it really now, the pressure is 8 times what the pressure was, what the Deepwater Horizon operated under, when a blowout tornado didn't work. Their contingency plan is to just apply correction there, which makes every
kind of personality. I'm not the kind of person who would be leading necessarily. I'm not the first person who you think would go lead an altar call, okay, for the planet. But that doesn't mean that I'm not invested in the renewable energy transition. Just the same. Being from a physics department, we too can do the math about finite resources and what's happening to the planet. So this guy comes here and he's talking about how his company invests, $300 million or so in, R&D and clean energy and renewables, and all these other companies like BP or whatnot are doing it. And these companies are issuing 20-year bonds, 30-year bonds, 100-year bonds, which are predicated on things like, the oil that's supposed to stay in the ground coming out of the ground. And, after about 10 minutes of me fighting with them in front of everybody in the colloquium, I got them to admit that, yeah, they don't own too many power plants in the U.S., so they have the luxury to sit here and kind of play with it as a thing. But if they did own a lot of power plants, they'd kill it. I got them to admit it right in front of the entire department and the undergrad students there. If there's a utility in this country, they own a lot of peaker plants, they're issuing bonds with large maturities, don't believe a word of what they say about innovation, they're going to kill it. And what you're doing here today is important, because if you think that those utilities are going to listen to politely worded petitions and shareholder meetings versus their bondholders staring them down, I want what you're smoking.
I really am not the social activist type of person. My name's Ezekiel, and I'm actually running for the 1st Congressional District of Louisiana. It was never my intention to get in politics. Actually, this is in the district that I am running for currently. I've been blacked out by the media, just like pretty much everybody else who is fighting for a social cause or renewable energy or any type of change. And that's wrong. We're not trying to say the people behind us are bad people. They're just trying to make a living. They're just trying to earn a check. They're just trying to feed their kids. They're just trying to, get by in this world that we all have to exist in. So they are just on another side of an issue where they have to provide for their people, just like we're trying to provide for all of our people going forward. And we have to remember that we are all humans living on this planet, as so many people have mentioned here today. We also have to face the fact that why isn't renewable energy heading into Louisiana? Why don't we have wind farms? It's absolutely ridiculous. This technology has been in place for years. Blockshore Island was just completed. It's fully operational. Germany's almost at nearly 100% renewable energy right now, and they have the plan in place, and they are pursuing it aggressively. And Louisiana needs to pursue it aggressively. All of this money, all of this oil money that everybody likes to say is 1/3 of the GDP in Louisiana, where is it going if we're in a budget deficit? All right. Now we also got to consider the fact that we have all these small businesses that just got hit with a 1,000-year flood and completely destroyed their inventories, completely destroyed their buildings, completely destroyed their homes. Where are these jobs going to be replaced? All these people are going to build up the inventory again? No, they're not. They're going to take their check and they're going to say, okay, what type of business can I open? But the truth is, small businesses are being hurt by large conglomerates. Small businesses can be built, however, on renewable energy. You can have a solar small business and start installing panels. The state will say they're going to give you a tax credit, but then, a year later, they're going to say, oh yeah, we had to cancel that, but we're going to put up some more, traffic lights in order to give you some tickets. We're going to raise your sales taxes to 10.5%, meaning we have the highest sales tax in the country in this state, but we still can't fund a simple wind farm off the coast? Oh, it's going to kill the birds. Like the oil isn't killing the birds already. Solar, it's here. They're going to open a solar plant and they're going to charge up their batteries, but they're not going to let you have any little part of that. They're not going to let you charge your home. They're going to say you have to come off the electrical grid because they worry about net metering and their system can't handle it. We are getting so much money into this state over the next 10 years, and they're going to rebuild like all these 324 acres with their sediment diversion. 324 acres equals 324 hours before all that land is gone again. Every single hour, we lose a football field worth of land. Every single day, we're losing 20 square miles. Or as it was per year. It's at a ridiculous rate that our land is disappearing. I'm not from Louisiana originally. I never wanted to enter into politics. I never wanted to do any of this. But I love this place. This is home. I wasn't born here, but I'm gonna die here. This is the place that I love. This is the place that I'm gonna fight for. And I might not win, but I have to do something. And people can't sit on the sidelines anymore and say, oh, well, it doesn't affect me, because it's gonna affect you. We already have tribes that are having to move again as they're like sitting in their lands. They settled these lands, but now the lands are being taken away by the water as we dredge all the land up. And they don't refill these dredges. They don't refill the canals that they don't use anymore. They just abandon it and say, hey, let's drill somewhere else. We have the chance to create a better future in Louisiana, and that's what we're all here fighting for. The people behind us, they're fighting for their jobs. They're fighting to do what they need to do. But we're doing what everybody needs to do, and that's worry about our future. And try and help everybody around us. Try and make sure that our environment's going to be around. And maybe not pay $15 for a plate of crawfish when it used to be $5 unlimited before. When I got here, all of the seafood prices were cheaper. Now we have people who are going to the beach and they're getting flesh-eating bacteria. You're telling me the oil spills that are happening day after day after day have nothing to do with our ecological environment? Oh, it's safe for the environment. Really? Why are people going into the ocean and then coming out with diseases? This can't keep going on. We're not trying to stop oil tomorrow. These cars still run on gasoline. The plastics that we still use are made with oil products. We're not trying to destroy this industry, but if they're going to transfer over, they have to let it happen now. And they have to let the people who are trying to make a difference have a voice. They can't keep shutting us out of the newspaper, which they're all bought and paid for at this point because they black us all out. Why? This is the news. It might not be as interesting as riots or looting or something horrible or the next murder on the news, but these are people trying to make a difference in every single day of our lives. You gotta give them a voice, and I hope that we do something here today, and I hope this movement keeps carrying on. And thank you.
That, like people have already alluded to, we're saying no more offshore drilling, no more new leases. We already have countless rigs out there that will be pulling stuff out of the ground until it's all gone. We're just saying no more, just like we shouldn't be building more pipelines, especially going across indigenous land and just disregarding all those treaties. I mean, it's mind-blowing, but the important thing is it's not just the Dakota Access Pipeline. There's this Bayou Bridge Pipeline, which is the final piece of this puzzle.
They thought they were going to get money after they'd been poor for centuries. And they did get money. And they got cancer. They lost their land. I'm telling you now that in the name of the Cajuns, I'm breaking off with the oil company.
If we can just support them with less of a kind of a scream, but just a gentle chant, almost like a Buddhist song. Tell Obama, no new leases. Please deliver that message. No new leases. Tell Obama, 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 no new leases. No, Obama, just be still. No new leases. Tell Obama, 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 no new leases. Don't push it. Tell Obama, no new leases. 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 Let him through. 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 Let him through.
What are you afraid of?
What are you afraid of? Democracy! 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 Democracy!
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. It's our golf. Stop trying to sell it. It's our golf. Stop trying to sell it. It's our golf. Stop trying to sell it. It's our golf.
So, you know something is wrong when they actually have to close the doors of a public building, right? I think that we have made our point, right? They have fear from us. And when we have fear in their hearts, it shows that we are on the right side and that they actually know that they are on the wrong side. We're here today, October 26th, but guess what? We're going to be back here in November, in December, in January until we end drilling in our Gulf of Mexico. Thanks to everybody.
Yes. And bring your friends.
The 6 people who have been arrested by the federal authorities for some sort of obstruction of federal building or federal agency. So they're not going to be going to Brighton or going to 1250 Homeland Security,
Message delivered, President Obama. You care about your climate legacy. It wasn't enough to sign a paper in Paris that didn't mean much of anything, unless you keep fossil fuels in the ground.